Welcome to the Prosperity Podcast for entrepreneurs who are ready to drop the hustle and earn more. I'm your host, Danielle Amos, business and success coach, certified Proctor Gallagher Institute consultant, and lifestyle entrepreneur. Each week, I'll bring you amazing entrepreneurs who have built wealth, harnessing the power of their mind. Prosperity and money are truly about energy, and I'm on a mission to help you create financial abundance through the power of thought. It's time we started normalizing conversations about money and create the wealth that is yours. Are you ready? Let's do this. Welcome to episode 158 of the Prosperity Practice, the podcast that has you living your most abundant life. Today's episode is a clip from a recent client Success Society community Q&A. And I was asked about the differences, to explain the difference in energy, because I often say if you cannot be grateful for the dime, the 10 cents, or the $100 client or the $1,000 client, then the 10,000, 100,000, 10 million doesn't come. And we got unbelievable feedback from the person that asked the question, and she's applied it, and it's made a huge difference in her life. And in fact, this is one of the areas I really focus on in one of our programs called the Prosperity Codes, which we'll put the show link, the program link in the show notes for you. This idea of really finding the feeling of gratitude and appreciation for the small things. Often there's an energy where it's like not good enough comes up, like, yeah, but like, that's great that there's a dime, but I really need the 1,000. And I've noticed in my own life when this has come up, it's really impacted what else comes into my life. So listen to this. I highly recommend that you get out a pen and paper and make some notes and apply this to your life today. This clip gives you tools and ways to apply this right now and have your family cultivate an attitude of gratitude and appreciation. And it's beyond like making a list in the morning. Okay. It's really getting present moment to moment to what you already have and walking through life with this feeling constantly. So I can't wait to hear your feedback from this. And if you've got any questions, reach out. Enjoy. So the idea here is, if you think energetically, what would be your response if $10,000 landed in your bank account right now? Now, if it's shock, that's not the response we're looking for. So and you can use a different amount then. Maybe it's 1,000. So you just want to find the amount that you're like, okay, it's believable. And it'd be like, you're so grateful, like it makes a difference. For some people, it might be 100. Okay. So it's not shock. The energy is that it's like, oh my gosh, this is like so abundant. This feels so good. And like, I just feel like this extra 1,000 or 10,000, I just feel so giving and so abundant and so like free with my decisions. Okay. So that's the amount you want to find. You want to lean into that energy. So whatever that number is for you. And then you want to treat every dime with that energy. So what happens is, especially in this kind of work, money can come really fast. And we can also, so then what I've seen, and myself included, is that we take it for granted. Oh, it's just another $1,000. And I'm not kidding, this seriously happens. And because it becomes so normal to see $1,000 drop in the bank, 10,000 a day drop in the bank. I'm really not kidding. And we desensitize ourselves to it. And so then when we see the dime, we're like, oh, it's a dime. And some people don't even sometimes pick it up. And that's the problem. And I notice over time, it severely kinks the hose, like it completely fucks you up. And it can screw you up so much that it will go completely dry. And I've talked to millionaires that have experienced this, and this is why. So you've got to move your needle on what is that amount. So, because when 10,000 starts to drop, and this is honestly what you guys can look forward to, because this is energy. It's not, doesn't matter what you're doing, but like 10,000 drops day and you're like, no biggie. Oh, I just had a $70,000 day. No biggie. And we like move through it. And so you want to slow down and be. So then my point is, so then 10,000 is obviously not enough for you to like be grateful for. So then I go, okay, fine. Is it 100,000 that would be like, give you that amount? Like that feeling.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got to move that. That's important. That's first coaching. The second one is then you treat the dime as if it was 1,000 or 10. And then you treat the 10,000 when it comes like you're so grateful and you still have that feeling, and you're like, of course, because I'm doing the money energy, like I'm actually healing my relationship with money and energetic. So of course it's coming because I'm a match. So it's not like woohoo. It's like, yes, I'm a match. That's why it's here. And I get to be a match tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. And so you're working on both ends. So deserving is linked to the word worth, like you being worthy of it. Each human is worthy without any doing. The homeless man is as worthy as the single mom with 4 kids with 4 jobs. The homeless drunk man who abused a woman is as worthy as the single mom, 4 kids, 4 jobs. Now, the way I just said it, if there's any energy moving for you, that's where you've got to resolve it. Okay. This is exactly what Bob did to me. He's like, I've got $1 million. I'm going to give it to that drunk guy over there or the single mom. I'm like, what? No, single mom. And he's like, why, Danielle? He's like, this is exactly why you think you're not worthy of the money, because you think you have to prove. So that's where you've got to really journal that. Okay. So you're worthy just because you're human. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing else. And so I personally do well with the law of opposites. I love to use the extreme ends. And that's why I added drunk guy abused a woman. Like, honestly, go as deep, as dark as you need to see worth. And you'll notice that most likely you're attaching, there's a good girl energy there. We got to feel it, allow ourselves to feel it, not feel bad about it. You just want it to come out, journal it, release it, go, okay, I just picked that up somewhere. I just was programmed. And then you want to journal the truth, which is we're all worthy just because we're human. We're all worthy just because we're human. And that's going to take some journaling for you and asking yourself some good questions, like where this came from, and just working through it, allowing yourself to bring up the emotions. It might make you angry. It might make you sad. And it's literally journaling, and going, it's okay. Because at first I judged myself because Bob's like, no. And I felt like I was being scolded, see? And then I worked through that. And it's the truth is, it's just a program. And then the truth is, so what you want to get what you're doing is you're evaluating a belief. And then you want to get yourself to the belief that every single person is worthy, no matter what they've done, born, where they are, So you want to navigate yourself until you get there. And it may be it may take something. It might take something to get you there. And that's okay. And it might be ongoing. It might be something that comes up for you in a year. This is healing. This is letting go of paradigms and programming that society has given us. And it's if it's really strong in you, Jesse, it might take a little bit, and that's okay, because I still deal with have this belief. I still find myself hustling, going, well, like I deserve the red star because look all the things I just did. I just carried the freaking picnic basket and like did all the things. Like it just happens on Sunday, which was yesterday. I forgot. Like, so and then I'm like, why do I feel like I should have a pat on the back? Fuck, it's still there. No problem. I just get to journal it out and I notice it, and life gives us circumstances. So you're going to start where you're at. Okay. And this is a really good skill. As you learn it, you're going to keep going with it. Okay. So it's just like exactly what you want to say to me. You're going to just write it out. All right. Thank you for listening. And this is one of those podcasts you want to share. Give us the thumbs up, comment the 5 stars. I really appreciate it because this is me going on one of those riffs and just really nailing it. So thank you so much for being here, for listening to the prosperity practice. It's because you're here that I keep going. So let me know if this resonated. It makes all the difference in the next episodes. So we'll see you next time. Expect abundance.